Hello, baby.
Hello, nasty. Hello there.
Hello.
I say hello.
Hello, friend.
Well, hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends. Hello, operator. The beginning of everything. Welcome back, my friends. It's showtime.
Everybody, it's episode 202 of The Brink of Sanity. We did not quit after episode 200. We lied.
They said we'd never make it to 201, and now we're on 202. And they being Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Was there a chance of the show ending? I haven't been listening.
We were talking about quitting at episode 200 for the last, 3 years.
Right, do you ever listen to the shows you're not on?
No.
You don't have to sound so, guilty about it.
Well, I was going to lie, but I've listened to a few, but not really.
We're not going to quiz you on it. Be like, oh, you listen. Well, what's wrong with Jay now?
In that case, I listen to all of them, and I take notes on them, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. I was just curious. I thought last show was pretty... I enjoyed our last show, and then I saw you wanted to go on, so I thought maybe you'd listen to last show and said, oh, that was pretty funny. Maybe I want to be back on the show.
Oh, no, I wanted to be on because I had a lot of shit I wanted to rant about.
Okay, that too.
I don't know why we got a bunch of good feedback from last episode, and all we did is talk about how I have crippling anxiety and it's ruining my life.
That's right. I did want to listen to that one because you were going to say why you never do the show, and then I kind of forgot.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't know why everyone enjoyed that one so much, but all right.
Before we get into that, I have a complaint I want to talk about.
Sure.
I am upset. Can you tell me why Muslim extremists haven't targeted our show? Are we not funny enough?
Yeah, I guess not. We haven't made it.
Don't they remember we did that one show all about Muhammad and not being he wasn't a good kisser back in the day? We made fun of him. And we had another one, another show about Muhammad about his bad penmanship.
Well, I think because I'm on the show, they think that we're on their side.
Yeah, Bry's got a pretty out of control beard at this point.
No, it's pretty tame. I trimmed it on New Year's, but
If you've been following Brink of Sanity Instagram, you'd know it. We don't actually have an account.
Because we don't know what Instagram is.
yeah, I don't either.
But it could just be all the stages of Bry's beard.
I thought Instagram was for food.
I think that's just what everyone does with it. They just post pictures of their dinner and then you upload it. Is that what Instagram is? Dinnergram?
I think so, yeah.
Well, it's kind of like on Facebook. You scroll through, how interested are you in what people have to say? And so Instagram said you're not. So let's get rid of the words and just make it pictures.
I can't wait for the one where I'm not interested in words or pictures. Oh, wait, that's called real life.
Bri, you went from a self-deprecating, I don't like anything to literally embodying the I don't like anything. I don't know when that transition happened.
You seem to me like you're a negative person these days. Is that true?
These days, I don't think I'm any more negative than I have been for the last 30 years.
Okay, I'm not really going anywhere with that.
I thought you were leading into something.
Oh, I could. Bri, what gives you your negative outlook on? Let's do the entire episode, figure out what's wrong with you.
Well, that's fun.
We'll just get into one of our mental issues each episode.
Last episode, I pretended to be Jay's boss, and he had to tell me about his anxiety problems.
How'd it go?
That was fun.
I should probably download and listen to it.
Yeah,
Bri, can I pretend to be your boss?
Sure.
Bri,
I'm also a psychiatrist.
I don't know. Why not psychiatrist?
All right, well, let's see where it goes.
Okay, why not? Bri, you seem awfully comfy in here. Could you sit up? You're not supposed to lay down in my office.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Brian. Could you unbutton your shirt a little bit?
How's this?
A little more. Take it off.
All off?
All off, yeah.
Okay.
And the pants.
That's where I draw the line.
Okay, Bri, where does your negative outlook on life come from? What did your daddy do to you?
He didn't do anything.
Mommy?
No.
Uncle?
No.
Grandma?
No.
Guy in an Elmo costume?
No, I don't think so.
Bry, where do you live?
Connecticut.
No, what's your actual address? So people can come over to your house.
Oh, 123 Fake Street.
Is your town in Connecticut? Is it all white, or is it? Are there other people of non-white descent?
The town I grew up in is all white. The town I'm in now is kind of Puerto Rican-y.
Is that how they call it? Puerto Rican E with a Y?
I think it's an IE actually.
Oh, okay. That's
I
cool.
thought Connecticut was like an all-white state.
No, just the rich parts.
I thought.
Yeah, I think there's some bad areas in Connecticut.
Oh yeah, right where the ferry to Long Island is.
Yeah, that's one of them.
I remember fearing for my life every time I took the ferry home from
Yeah.
Boston.
Wait, where's there a ferry from Connecticut to Long Island?
Bridgeport. It goes from Bridgeport
Ah.
to Port Jeff, and Bridgeport is, I think, one of the top 10 worst cities in the country.
I think so. It might even be top 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Connecticut.
it's pretty scary.
That's awesome.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not going with the psychiatrist bit at all.
Okay.
we got an email from Lorenzo about last episode.
Yeah.
Our email is thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com. He wrote, because of the lack of Brink episodes, I was worried that something happened to Mark, but he's fine, so that's awesome. Hashtag Team Mark. Hashtag at least Mark can breathe properly.
Mark, is your wife's name Lorenzo?
It is, yeah. Jay, so how's your anxiety? I'd like to talk about his anxiety more than your is it depression or like just negativity?
It's probably both.
Cool. When did kind of like at any point in your life were you more optimistic, like in college, where you're like, I can be anything?
Well, I was never like that, but yeah, I mean, I just sort of, you just pay attention to the world around you, and you realize that the world is fucked.
You definitely had more of a will to live back in college.
Yeah. I kind of I just turned into an old bitter man.
Yeah, where did it go? You're not that old. Where'd it go wrong?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's new with you, Bri?
Not a whole lot. Same old. I don't know. I guess I've always just been like a counterpoint, devil's advocate person, and when you look at the world is as fucked as the way it is, it kind of just makes you a negative person.
You're kind of like the sun is up today, and you're like, yeah, but how long is this going to keep happening?
It's just going to go down later today. So what were you? Oh yeah, we were talking about the anxiety. I am no longer having all day long crippling anxiety attacks.
Wow. Is there any way we can bring them back for the show?
Well, I'm sure by the end of
Hold
the
on,
semester.
let me tap into Jay's bank account and empty it.
Oh, good. You got $20.
how did you-
Enjoy.
Jay, how did you work past this?
I went through this like half-hour ritual before bed to try and like calm myself down.
Does the ritual involve you porn?
No, that's before the half-hour ritual starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's the you porn then turns into the self shame, and then the anxiety attack.
Yeah.
They should have that website, selfshame.com. You're not a bad person. Everyone does this.
It just turns your webcam on, so you have to watch yourself while you're watching you porn
It gives you an instant replay of your expression.
in slow-mo.
You're like, I'm never going to the internet again.
It's like that Californication video of Charlie Runkle masturbating in his office.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
Anyways, Jay, you were saying?
If you were someone that actually did that at work, and then you got caught and you got shown that video, would you kill yourself?
It would be hard not to. I mean, I'm a complete pussy, so I wouldn't. But I would definitely just leave and move.
Yeah, not like to cross the country at very least.
Yeah, you'd be like, well, I guess I can't live in this state anymore.
You would try to find like a tribe in the middle of Africa that does not have the internet, where you could just kind of join.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't really have electricity, and when we talk, we have to go. But I mean, no one knows about my masturbation video. So
As soon as anybody finds
that's
out
really
about the internet,
Prince.
you have to murder them.
oh great, I have to leave this tribe too. This sucks.
Yeah, so I would go through my half-hour pre-bed ritual, All right, so I have to just to sleep. I have to take. I take this. Was it Zyrtec? It's like an allergy medication.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
But I thought you. Is there allergies are causing your anxiety?
No, but when I got anxiety, I was thinking I couldn't breathe. So now I'm taking all this stuff that helps you breathe, even though I probably don't need it.
So you part of your ritual is experimenting with over-the-counter drugs.
Well, the doctor told me to do it.
Oh, okay.
Then I get one of those breathe right strips that you put on your nose.
Do you have an oxygen mask over your face also?
Jeez, I thought my bedtime ritual was bad.
I mean, I had the
hang
oxygen.
on.
I had the
First
oxygen
you take
mask
a you
when I
take
had
a
asthma.
drug for allergies, which you don't have an allergy.
Yeah.
Then you do a breathe right strip.
Yeah.
What else?
What's that? What is that cream? That really smelly cream? Vicks. I put Vicks on my chest, and I put it on my feet, and I put it on my nose.
Your girlfriend must really love you.
This is better than when I had the sleep apnea mask.
Oh, really? Would you want to sleep next to Vicks smell?
She likes the Vicks smell. She puts it on sometimes.
Okay, go on.
It's better than looking like a jet fighter pilot with a friggin' mask and the.
I don't know what it looks like, but I kind of picture you wear a motorcycle helmet at night.
No, the sleep apnea mask. I don't know if you said you have it too, right, Bri?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Is this the only show in America where 2 of the 3 hosts have sleep apnea masks?
So it's kind of like this. This you ever see like the fighter pilots where they have the oxygen thing going into them?
Yes.
It looks
Yes.
just like that.
So you look like Tom Cruise without the Tom Cruise part.
Right. Yeah, just the prop part.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just a constant like.
Does she ever tell you,
carefulness.
"Hey, Jay, you want to get a little naughty? Put on the sleep apnea mask for me." It turns me on, honey.
It's the weirdest thing because it's blowing air at a pretty good force up your nose, but you have to keep your mouth shut, and if you don't, there's this weird like air loop thing.
You hear like a pop.
Yeah. it's-
Wait, when you wear this mask, it blows air up your nose, and you have to keep your mouth shut the whole night?
Yeah, because if you open your mouth, then like the air just goes.
You lose the seal.
Yeah.
No, which makes sense. I'm just like thinking how uncomfortable
Oh,
I
it's
can't
terrible.
imagine all night being like, "Can't open my mouth now. Can't open my mouth now."
Oh, it's the worst. Yeah. Plus, if the thing around your nose, isn't totally sealed, then you got air like shooting out the side of it,
Blowing
like,
into your eyes.
yeah, up into your eye, and yeah,
I guess it beats like forgetting to breathe during the night, but
yeah. And sometimes it feels like the air is just going right into your stomach, and you get all bloated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really really cool.
it's so you basically just go from one awful condition to the other awful condition in life. You're like, now I sleep apnea, I have to wear a mask. Now I have anxiety. Next I'm gonna have hemorrhoids. Yay!
I do have to say I think the anxiety might be better than the apnea, just because the apnea like you never ever sleep, and
How do you? So you're wearing that mask. Like I sleep on my right side.
yeah.
Like on my side. How do you sleep with a mask? To your you just sleep on your back?
You're supposed to sleep on your back, but I can't.
I can't either. I flap around like a turtle.
Yeah, when I'm on my back, I just lay there and stare at the ceiling. That's what happened when I had that sleep test, which is why I didn't. I said I might get one between this episode and last.
Oh,
episode.
did you get one?
No. What I'm going to do is try and just. I have a neurologist appointment on the 2nd. I'm gonna see if he can determine that I don't have apnea without doing the sleep test, because I was just thinking back to how terrible that sleep test was. You had to do that too, right, Bri?
I had to do 2 of them.
Yeah, I did do 2 of them too.
Yeah.
One with the mask and one without.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with both of you?
We got really fat.
I'm fat.
That's really.
This is what. Why don't they put this on the label like McDonald's hamburgers? Like it should be like, if you eat too many of these, you're gonna have to do sleep studies wearing a mask.
Yeah, like the Sergeant General's warning on cigarettes, where they show like black lungs. They should just show a fat guy with an oxygen mask on.
That'll really stop people from doing it. It's not the idea you're getting fat and dying. You're like, wait, I'm gonna have to do that, wear that mask for the rest of my life. Yes, you have to wear a mask soon.
Yeah, it's terrible. And like when I got it, I had slept on my stomach my whole life. So I had no idea. Like, you can't do that with the mask.
It's tricky. I sleep sort of 3/4 now, like on my side stomach.
I had to just change to my side. But I lost weight, so I don't need the mask anymore, which is good.
That's got to be pretty good encouragement to go to the gym.
It was. I mean, it was just like, especially when you
Wait. Can we just cut to the gym membership? Jay, that's a tour of a facility. Can you just tell me your goals, your gym goals? Why are you coming here?
Oh, I just want to stay until I don't have to wear a goddamn mask to sleep.
Oh, you're like the 9th person today. No mask. Okay, go on in. You'll be wanting to do the non-mask wearing cardio workout.
Yeah, it's just
You can just work out over here.
This part of the gym is for the beautiful people. You'll be in the back
Yeah, it's
with
just
the other mask wearers.
It's just an elliptical because I don't need muscles. I just need to not suck air.
Just need my neck to thin out.
Yeah, exactly. That's really what it is. You get neck fat, and then it just closes off your airway when you try and sleep.
Yeah.
Oh my God, why don't they talk about this in health class? Brian, do you still have to wear this?
Yeah.
Brian, doesn't this encourage you to go to the gym?
You think it would? I don't wear mine every
awful.
night. I don't wear mine. I just hope I'm going to die in my sleep one night so I don't have to deal with it.
I would just go with dying at the. So wait, Brian, like how often do you wear yours?
Probably like 5 nights a week.
The other 2 nights of the weekend you take off, you're like, fuck it.
No,
for
it's just like random nights. Like if I can't, like like Jay, I have a huge ritual of shit I have to do before I go to bed too.
God.
If I
What do you
can't
have to do?
well, I put my mask on.
No
and I
wonder.
have
By the way, no wonder you're so negative and depressed.
I have to, yeah, because I haven't slept in 10 fucking years. That's why. I'd sell my soul for 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep.
Hey, how soon until when you're that girl you the one you're kind of dating / destroying her life?
Well,
how
yeah, that's tricky. I can't wear that when she stays over because
Yeah, I'm gonna say how often, like how soon, like the first night she's over, you're like, guess what? I'm Darth Vader.
I was like, I got a mask, so I'm sleeping facing this way tonight.
Did you
No,
like
it's
how soon into the relationship or whatever the hell you're doing with her?
I don't know. The first time she was over and she was gonna stay over, I was just like, I have to wear a mask when I sleep. So like sometimes I won't wear it, and then she kicks me because I snore. So I'm like, and I woke up a few times recently actually where she was downstairs on the couch. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, you were snoring. I go, tell me to put my fucking mask on. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. I stopped wearing the mask because I started snoring with the mask on. I'm like, well, I'm not wearing a mask and snoring. This is stupid.
If you, as a girl, if you go home with a guy out from the bar, and in the at night he wears a mask, do you tell anyone that happened? Like, is it like, does it add shame to the already shame there is?
I don't know.
Yeah, he wore a mask, and I decided I wasn't going to drink anymore.
Oh, my girlfriend was so thrilled the day I came home with the mask.
Bri, so what's your ritual?
Well, I have to take my restless leg pills because I have restless leg syndrome.
You have restless leg syndrome? That's real? I know I see the commercials.
It's real, and it's like the most annoying thing in the world. You basically just like your legs just start.
But
moving.
hang on, Jay. Forget you. I got Bryce problems. Go on.
Jay, why don't you go take a break?
Yeah, you just took my problems to a whole new level.
Tell us about restless leg syndrome. What exactly is it, right? Restless leg syndrome outside of what we can guess from the name?
You just can't sit still. Like your legs just are moving, and like you just can't sit still. You can't like get comfortable.
Is it only your legs? Like, does your arms or other parts of the body move?
Sometimes my arm bothers me, but it's mostly just my legs.
Is it only when you're sleeping, or is it just like when you're just sitting there at work?
No, it's just like when I sleep. Sometimes it doesn't bother me, and other times it does. Like I noticed, like if I eat like salt at night, like if I have like popcorn or pretzels or something, it bothers me more that night. Or if I drink, it bothers me more.
Did you give yourself diabetes?
What?
Did you give yourself diabetes?
I probably do have diabetes, actually, but no, this is something different.
Wait,
I think this is actually caused from antidepressants, I think.
That's
Because I was on antidepressants and I tried to get off them, and that was hell. And then when I did, and then I got back on them, that's when this started happening.
It says the wording on the antidepressant bottle. It says your legs may be restless. Come on,
I laughed at it too.
Not gonna
I
really
laughed at
happen
it
to
too,
me.
but it's just you can't sit still. It's just like it's
So
weird.
you lay in bed and your legs just like keep moving, or like
Yeah, like I just can't still. I just keep like flipping over and turning, and like I just can't get comfortable.
Oh man. So what is the? Is there what's like like? Do the doctors say what's happening in your legs? Is there like a buildup of something?
They don't really know. No, I mean I have a pill that I take, and it usually stops it.
Oh, okay. So you take your
So I take my
restless.
pill, then I put my mask on, then I have my my carpal tunnel
Oh my god.
hand brace on for my left hand. And
Brian,
then
actually,
sometimes I wear a
you actually,
blindfold.
I'm changing my mind. You're a very positive person because you each day you decide not to kill yourself. So you got the you have to wear the brace at night.
Yeah, for when I sleep for my left hand.
Okay.
And
How do you
I have
sleep?
one for my right hand. If that starts to hurt, I put that on too. So I'm like fucking Darth Vader.
You have both hands carpal tunnel syndrome?
I had the surgery on the right hand, but every now and then it'll bother me a little. But I have to have. Eventually, I'm gonna have to have surgery on my left hand. But
You
the doctor,
sit your current job. You just sit and type all day, or
yeah.
okay?
Yep.
Damn. What else is wrong with you, Bri?
I don't know. I think that's it.
Okay.
Fat, depressed, sleep apnea, carpal.
Are you kind of overweight or like way overweight?
I put on more weight than I'm the heaviest I've ever been.
What
I
do
mean,
you,
I don't take up 2 seats on a plane, but
what do you weigh? If you don't mind.
like 265,
How tall are you? 8 foot?
5'11".
Oh man, I would just think that sleep apnea mask sounds like I would be in the gym every day just to get rid of that mask. What weight do you think? What's your target weight to get rid of the mask? You think?
I'd like to get to like 220.
Yeah, mine went away at 225, and I'm slightly taller than Bri.
Perfect world, I'd like to be like 200, but I don't think I'll ever get there again, unless I get cancer or something.
That's what I'm trying to do. This anxiety thing is really jump-starting my diet.
I feel like I would like this better than Biggest Loser because Biggest Loser they just take the incredibly fat people and they lose weight and blah blah blah. I'd like different fat people with like disorders that are destroying that they're annoying the hell out of them. They have to get rid of.
Yeah, I
think
lost 5 pounds in the last 5 weeks because of this anxiety stuff.
That'd be more fun.
Yeah. I also have to take melatonin because I was getting that jolting awake thing when I was trying to sleep.
Oh God.
I tried sleeping last night without the melatonin. I didn't get the jolting awake thing, which is an improvement, but I also ended up taking melatonin at 3 in the morning because I was too anxious to sleep.
I feel like you guys could have like a back and forth thing, like
Melatonin
oh yeah,
does nothing
I take
for me.
I take melatonin. Oh yeah, melatonin doesn't work on me. Oh yeah, my legs move a lot. Oh yeah.
Well, I was telling Jay off the air when we were waiting for you to come back how, like, one of these days they're just going to find me dead in my bed because I've become immune to sleeping pills. I'll take, like, I'll lay down and I can't sleep, so I'll take, like, 2 melatonin. Hour goes by, I can't sleep. I'll get up, I'll take a Tylenol PM or an Advil PM. That won't work. Then I'll come down and take something else or a Benadryl. And then it's finally
crap.
like 4 in the morning, and I finally fall asleep, and I get up at 6:20. So one of these days, I'm gonna mix the wrong combo, and they're gonna find me dead.
Well, that's why they won't give me the anxiety medication. They want to make sure I don't have apnea again.
What do they want to give you?
Klonopin?
Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, I know somebody that takes that.
My friend's all hippie vegan, and he sent me some like more natural medications, which I would rather take because that,
because they don't work.
Well, no, because I tried Paxil and it was like the worst thing. So no, this one got a lot of good reviews on Amazon. So, but I guess I still got to make sure I definitely don't have apnea before I take it.
Yeah.
I'd rather not die in my sleep.
I need to get off my Lexapro and onto something else, but I called the psychiatrist and he never called me back. I should have told him I was ready to kill myself.
That's what you were on before, right, Jay? Lexapro? Which one were you on?
No, Paxil.
Okay, is Lexapro the same thing?
I think Lexapro is more of an antidepressant.
Yeah, mine was more anxiety.
Obviously, it's not working.
Let me ask you, so does that make you, do you feel like you don't feel things? Jason described with his anxiety medication made him numb to the world.
It's funny. When I first started taking it a while, like several years back, the doctor gave it to me because I told her I couldn't fall asleep, and she was giving it to me for anxiety, and it worked for like 6 months. Then it leveled off. Then she increased the dose, worked, leveled off, and I was fine for a while. And then the past couple of years, it's just gotten worse. And like I was like that. I just basically was numb. I just didn't really feel anything. But now I'm just miserable. So
Yeah, it was when I was there. It was just like I don't feel any emotion at all. It's kind of weird.
You feel like it'd be better if
I
you-
have no sex drive either. That sucks.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
does-
have that problem, but I just had problems where in the middle of sex, it would just be like, nah, we're done.
Yeah, I kind of get that too. It takes a lot to get me started, and then it's like, whatever.
So I'm dating this guy for a couple of years. He refuses to call me his girlfriend.
Yes, he wears
doesn't
a
really
mask
treat
when
me
he
that
sleeps.
well. He wears the mask. His legs are restless.
Kicks
His
me in my
sex-
sleep. He snores.
His sex desire not there. He's got a great job. Well, he's got a job.
Fat.
He lives. He is his ideal height for his weight is
He lives in a shitty neighborhood.
He lives in Puerto Rico land. So
This is my
you-
dating profile, right? This isn't a podcast.
That would be amazing if you made a dating profile and put all that on there.
completely honest dating profiles.
Fat depressed guy who wears a sleeping mask. Looking for a girl who's cool with a fat depressed guy who wears a sleeping mask.
Oh, there'll be a lot. You know, girls, they like to change guys. They think they could fix them.
Yeah.
I'm a fixer-upper.
You're like, I don't have things like ambition or self-worth, but you could change all that if you're up to the task. I only date supermodels.
What are you, a quitter?
Yeah, that sounds So,
So
Brian,
what-
are you going to work through? Are you any chance that any of these things are going to get better for you soon? Because Jay is trying to work through his anxiety.
Well, like I said, I know a couple of people who go to this psychiatrist who is more of a pill guy than a therapy guy because I really don't want to deal with therapy. I called him, but he hasn't called me back.
I start therapy next on
'Cause I would-
Wednesday.
Really?
Yep.
I
was feeling bad for myself because I have a baby screaming and waking me up all the time. But this sounds worse than the baby screaming. So
I'd like to get onto a different medication and see how that works.
Do you think you just want medication free that might actually like at some point be better?
Yeah,
So why don't you try that?
that's why I'm trying to find a doctor to get something switched.
No, I mean just dump the medication entirely.
Oh, I tried that. Oh no, I tried that. First of all, to try to get off those things is like, it's miserable.
Really?
It's like-
What was so miserable? Because I just weaned mine down. I didn't really have any terrible experience with it. It just took a while.
Yeah, what happens? You stop taking it and then you feel worse.
I'm on Lexapro. My doctor gave me this like 6-week plan to try to get off of it, and basically you just you start cutting your dose from what you are now for like a week. Then you cut that in half. Then you take one every other day. But as it gets lower, you get like these brain zaps where it like feels like a lightning bolt hits you, and like you get real irritable and like you get like dizzy. Like I kept like bumping into things and losing my balance and stuff. And you get that for like 5 weeks.
Holy crap!
Even when you're like off of it. Like I got off of it and I was still feeling like that. And I was like, I just want to take like a 5 milligram just to make it stop. And I didn't. I got all the way off. And then like I was off for probably about 6 weeks and I was miserable. And I was like snapping at people and I was just miserable. I was just like, so I was like, fuck it. I'll just go back on them.
More miserable.
Yeah. Like,
I'd like to just be I'd like to be on a 5 than on the miserable scale.
and I think since I went back on them, I've gotten worse. Because like before, I was just like, I just want to get off them and I'll just deal with life. And then I got off them and I was like hostile.
So now you're just all in. You're like, fuck it.
So now I'm medicated and hostile. So it's like,
You're like, whatever. Just prescribe like Lexapro, Dexapro, Mexapro, whatever you want to
Yeah.
prescribe. I'll take it.
yeah.
All right, you win. You're the craziest one on the show.
Bry.
Thank you. Thank you.
I say Bry sounds like he has a worse set of symptoms. Jay, are your legs restless? Do you?
I mean, I
mixing
get those. I
cocktails?
get that once in a while, but it's not like a thing that I get enough that I need to be medicated for. I feel like if I'm dehydrated, I get that.
Anyhow, why don't we move out of this terrible topic at this point?
Oh yeah.
Sure. I hope that was fun and hilarious for everybody.
Yes, I feel much better. See, I don't need therapy. This is my therapy.
I feel like we went well past the interesting parts of the just wow, this is depressing land.
That's our
Population
lives.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Brian, were you able to go to work like those 5 weeks when you're like things got worse for you?
Yeah, I never missed a day at work.
Okay. Okay. What's going on? You guys, I have a would you rather for you guys.
Okay.
You guys are lucky that we didn't do the show like at 5 o'clock because I was in such a mood. I was ready to rant about so many things, and now I kind of just like lost my energy.
You want to rant, Brian?
No, I kind of lost my motivation. Let's play Would You Rather, and maybe I'll get it back.
Okay, would you rather make snarky jokes about Islamic extremism and its hypocrisy, or would you rather be alive?
The first one.
Too soon? What's you guys take on the whole Paris thing?
I mean, to just have that little of a sense of humor is kind of ridiculous. I mean, if you believe in this almighty, all-powerful God, wouldn't he be able to handle words?
Do you think it's like a little bit of poking the bear here? Like, they're nuts, and there's so many of them that maybe you should stay away from making the cartoons in the first place, especially if they're not funny.
Yeah, but then you get into the whole, like, should they be able to dictate?
Yeah, no, I get that. Again, they shouldn't be able to dictate blah, blah, blah. They keep calling it satire because it actually, I don't speak French, but my take on it, what I understand is it wasn't really funny. It was just satire. And like if you'd crossed over and been funny, at least it seems like it'd be more worthwhile. Because satire, it seems like it's like, ooh, there's hypocrisy in your extremism, and I'm just preaching to the choir because no one else is gonna actually like see this and go, oh, you're right, we're gonna change our ways.
Right. They just go, we will kill you.
So it's not even that entertaining. It's just like less than entertaining satire that's not making much of a difference, and it shouldn't be endangering you, but kind of you are poking the bear a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just like, we're just going to be mean to these people, and it's not even funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jay, would you come out with a comic, like a comic about Muhammad having sex with a bear or whatever gets them offended?
You know what? For me, it's like, it's not worth it. I'm of the belief that like any topic can be funny, but if somebody feels... Like, I don't mind if people get mad and yell at me, but if somebody's actually going to come to my house and murder me, I'm going to be like, yeah, maybe I'll make a different joke.
Right. If it's just like Joe Smith going to come over and murder me, that one guy I'd be like, okay, whatever, Joe Smith doesn't have a sense of humor. When it's like a decent percentage of this entire religion, I mean, it's probably a very small percentage, whatever, but there's a lot of them out there that might want to kill you. You might want to stay away from it, I feel like.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's annoying that people are that crazy.
Yeah, I mean, people. The thing is, I not justified. It's not. Then they're not like their own fault for getting killed or anything. I think it's all so terrible. But like, what was the point?
Yeah, it's like, oh, cool. Everyone loves Islam now.
I mean, they've done this for years. I looked up. They did a couple of others in the past like this, and they got similar backlash. And obviously this was like 4 years after the cartoon they did, but. And now apparently they're saying they wanted to do another one next week, just as bad, or just as like making fun of Muhammad again. Like, what's the point? Like, this is like your solidarity. Like, why? It's not like you're fighting. Like, not like, oh, we released these issues, and now everyone understands that Islamism is bad.
I just don't get
extremism is bad. Whatever.
I don't get what their point is. We're going to show how tough our God is by doing His work.
They're crazy. They have a completely irrational view of the world based on their religion. Not much you're gonna do about that.
Yeah.
They don't have like a logical like. They're not gonna come to you and go, well, when you depict Muhammad like that, I have to do bloody murder.
Yeah.
It's some. I don't know, Brian. What's your take on this?
Can
you get fired up about this?
To be totally honest, I haven't been paying attention to it at all.
You know it happened or
I know like there was like two dudes walked into like something called Charlie, which I thought was a person, and shot a bunch of guys, and then they ran around France, and then they got shot the other day. That's all I know.
That's pretty much it.
I haven't really been paying attention to like what or why or like that's basically all I know. Like I didn't even know what that thing was. That
right.
like,
I don't think.
I didn't even like I never saw any of those cartoons or whatever it was.
Yeah, my understanding of just like looking up was like they would do like things Muhammad having sex or something like that. And you're like, they weren't funny. They were just like, okay, you're trying to be like provocative to people who are nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. I don't know.
I don't know, but I agree. Like, they shouldn't be able to like. I mean, they shouldn't be able to like stop you from doing it, and shouldn't be able to destroy speech. It's just like
Yeah, there's a lot of bad comedy out there. You don't see Adam Sandler getting murdered.
Yeah, can you imagine like they're firebombing?
Just set a Big Daddy.
I just know that there was a huge thing going on in France today that everybody was at, and some people are mad because trending on Twitter today was why Obama's not at the rally or some reasons
Yeah.
Obama's at the rally or something.
There was a headline in CNN. Why does Obama have to be there every time?
And if he was, they'd be like, what is he doing in France instead of fixing up to America?
Yeah. He's eating croissants with some
I mean,
world leaders while we're working real jobs.
I found it funny because I was reading I clicked on like the hashtag and I was reading some of the comments and I'm just thinking to myself, half these people that are posting that don't even know what's going on in this country and they're pissed that Obama's not over in someone else's country. So some guy posted a picture of a blank chair and it said Obama on it. So I tweeted to him, isn't that the same chair that crazy Clint Eastwood was talking to at the convention? Remember that a couple years ago?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I thought of actually when you said that.
Yeah. So, and I kind of said that condescendingly, like, why are you saying that about Obama or whatever? And I get all these tweets saying Clint was right and all this shit, and I'm just like, what the hell are you people talking about? I'm making fun of you. I'm not agreeing with you.
Doesn't going online, interacting with people online, make you think, wow, there are a lot of goddamn crazy people out there?
I was posting a lot of political stuff a couple months ago, and I just had to stop because everyone's just like irrational and they don't know what the hell they're talking about, and it's just you're never gonna win. They're never gonna be like, oh yeah, you're right, that's a very valid point.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of a lot of the shit that I wanted to rant about earlier is just like Jay, you saw those comments when I got into a little Twitter beef with or Facebook beef about the Zarnev trial.
This what trial?
The Zarnev trial, the Boston bomber.
Oh, what about it?
Somebody posted a link on Facebook to like one of the news channels saying like, "Oh, the trial is starting," and so all the comments were like, "Oh, he's still alive. Why is he still alive? Why is he getting a trial? Oh, we should drag him through the square." Blah blah blah. So I just simply wrote, "Oh, do you guys have the evidence that shows he's guilty? Because I'd like to see it." And all these people were like calling me like names, and somebody was like, "Oh, what do you live in a cave? You must be fucking stupid." And I'm like, no, I live in America. You get a trial, and then they find you guilty. All I wanted to see was the evidence. And all these people are like, oh, he's guilty. You're just trolling. And I'm like, no, I'm just asking a simple question.
Yeah, there's a...
Which I think is, I didn't think of it at the time. I thought of it after the fact. But it's kind of ironic how, like, all those people are like, oh, yeah, we should strap a bomb to him in the middle of Copley Square, or we should do this, or we should do that. And I'm like, oh, isn't that the same mob mentality that you guys were condemning in Missouri?
Right.
When the black people were rioting because they got fucked over by the cops. You guys got fucked over by this kid, and now you want him to do that? Like, I was like, oh, I thought of that after the fact, and I should have went back and picked another fight, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, everyone's a hypocrite.
So maybe the point of social media and talking politics is to remind you that you don't want to really go outside ever again.
Right, we live with one of those people. We used to live with one of those people.
Yeah.
Have you seen his posts? Are you friends with him on Facebook?
No, I'm not. I don't think he would accept me anyway.
Who's this crazy person?
You
don't give their name, but like, what was the story?
Before.
Yeah, a guy we used to live with, and he is like, we lived with him for a year, and he wasn't like that when we lived with him, but he is total like anti-gay, anti-abortion, like just total like far right, like.
He is from the deep south.
There's some comedian who I forget who does the joke about how like, why do anti-abortion people hate gays? They have the least abortions of anyone.
And the whole climate change is a scam and all this garbage.
Why do they ever like? It's always the views always go together. Why can't they ever be like climate change? That's a complete scam, but the gays are okay. Like they all. Why do those views have to all go together?
Right.
No,
right.
my favorite is like, oh, we don't believe the science of climate change, but we believe the science that Ebola is going to kill all of us.
Right. And we believe that having a gay person on TV is going to turn our kids gay.
Be quite powerful gay vision.
Yeah.
They'll turn on the gay vision. Brian, what happened with your rant? Like, what do you keep going? Like, they make the comments to you. Do you keep making comments back to them?
No,
Trying to change their mind?
Some guy posted like one of those stupid like, oh, you must be a dumbass like picture or whatever, and I was just like, oh, that's clever. I was like, I'm not going to engage with somebody. And then I went, and the same guy posted like 5 of those in different conversations. I was like, okay, well, if you don't have any original thoughts, I'm not going to try to have a debate with you.
Yeah, one of those guys that only talks in memes.
Yeah.
I don't understand here's what I really don't understand is do all the people online, there's so many people that make all these comments online all day long. Does anyone have a job? Like, I don't have enough, like, I have enough time to do, like, I email Jay at work, but, like, I don't have enough time to, like, post on all these sites all the time the way these people do.
I think that just shows how much work is actually getting done in offices.
Yeah, okay.
There must be, like, nothing going on in America, basically.
I wonder how many work hours are lost today to just posting angry shit on the internet.
Most of my day.
So speaking of Bill Cosby rape, what do you guys think of that?
Well, I hate to say this because I hate these two people, but I was watching the Golden Globes before the show started, and Amy Poehler and Tina Fey actually made a funny Bill Cosby joke.
Oh, what'd they say?
Oh, just they were like talking like him. They were like, "We put the pills into the." I don't remember, but it was funny, and the whole room was just quiet.
I never thought I'd hear the day where Bryce said Amy Poehler said something funny.
I know. I fucking hate
pretty
that. When
funny.
it caught me, I was just like, "Oh, bitch."
Yeah, no, someone at work was like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure. You're like, isn't half of America claiming now that they were raped by Bill Cosby?
And he never said, no, I didn't.
I want to start to get like some girl to like do this for me, but like start a Facebook group going, I met Bill Cosby and he did not rape me, and see how many girls join that. It'd be pretty funny.
Well, that's like I'll see on Twitter. It'd be like, retweet this if you weren't raped by Bill Cosby.
I mean, it's just like a conspiracy. 40 women just happen to have the exact same stories. Didn't Felicia Rashad, his TV wife, say, "Come on, this can't be real"?
Did she?
She said, "I didn't hear what she said." Whatever, the story this week. She said, pulling up the article, she defends Bill Cosby, saying, she said, "Forget these women." When asked about their sexual abuse allegations, she said, "This is not what I said." Oh, wait, then she walked back that comment. This is not about the women. This is about something else. This is about the obliteration of a legacy.
Huh. Okay.
Obliteration of a legacy.
So everyone just decided randomly that they're going to take Bill Cosby down a notch.
They had a women's meeting, and they're like, "We'll take out Bill Cosby today."
Is if you do enough comedy, like you have a long enough career, are we not allowed to attack you if you've committed a bunch of rapes?
Right.
Apparently.
You know, oh, you're right. He did have a long enough and good enough career. You could rape as much as you want, Bill.
Yeah. Did you know that Tim Allen show is still on?
Then yeah, my dad's like the only one that watches it.
How is that still a thing? We like 2 years ago, we decided to review all the new shows that were coming on, and it was just such a generic, like, nothing show.
I thought it seemed kind of horrible, actually.
Also horrible.
Yeah, like not like horrendous. It just seemed like, why would anyone actually like watch this?
But it is on Friday night, so nobody watches it anyway.
Apparently, enough people watch it to be on the air for like 4 years now, or 3 years.
At least 3. This has got to be at least the 3rd season.
God.
I have a news story.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the Facebook questions.
Yeah.
A Florida man cuts off mom's head to keep from doing chores. So he was accused of cutting off his mom's head with an axe on New Year's Eve because he was upset about putting boxes away in the attic.
Oh, I heard about this.
But they found the head in the garbage, which means he took out the trash, which is a chore. So does he not see the irony in that?
Mm-hmm.
I bet she was a good parent.
You got to see the face on this guy too. He just looks like a raging lunatic.
Really? Because I thought he would have looked really normal.
Well, I
like
mean,
a guy you want to hang out with.
You'd think you could find a normal looking picture on,
They always take the craziest picture.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was a pretty. Oh, you just sent it to me?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the picture.
I think
This
you
will
both
be
did.
very good radio.
Yeah. So then we'll go to the Facebook questions.
Yeah, we have some Facebook questions. Let me see. This guy looks. Wow. He's smiling for that picture. He should never smile ever.
So William writes, I ride the New York City subway a lot, and lately I've been seeing a lot of people wearing a certain jacket that I thought, okay, I see a lot of people with it. It looks good. Let me buy it. It's called Goose Canada. I looked them up, and the cheapest was $550. I was like, what the fuck? So my question is, how much is too much for a jacket / shoes and clothing, and what is the most expensive clothing you guys have bought? I have never spent anything close to $500 on an article of clothing. I think I bought a nice business coat for like $220, and that was the most expensive thing I ever bought.
So I once bought a business coat. It was like a one of those trench coat type things. Not trench coat, but whatever, business coat. It was like a Calvin Klein, $300. And at checkout, they're like, maybe it was at Macy's or no, it was Lauren Taylor. Like, oh, do you want a Lauren Taylor credit card? I was like, sure, why not? I'll take an extra whatever % off. They never actually billed it. They just forgot. They just forgot to like ever send me a bill or record that, and I never got a Lauren. And it's long enough now. I think we must have passed my statute of limitations,
Nice.
so I can mention this. But
Check your credit report.
I actually checked my credit report. Not on there.
Huh.
Like the Lauren Taylor credit card's on there. No charges to it.
That's awesome.
It was like the best deal ever. You can sign up for our credit card, and we won't charge you for this item. Are you guys sure? Yeah, why not? We're incompetent. We don't give a shit. We get paid. We get paid minimum wage. That was the best purchase I ever made. What was it? How much would you pay for a pair of jeans? Like, do you have a max price?
I don't even know what jeans go for.
I know, but like you're in the store, you're gonna forget what they go for. You're gonna buy jeans. You need a new pair of jeans. How much would you pay?
I don't think I'd pay more than $40.
Bri?
I was gonna say 25.
I was gonna say I feel like $40. Like jeans have gotten they're like $200.
You guys are in New
$300 pair
York,
of
so they
jeans.
might be more expensive there.
But like, yeah, I wouldn't pay more than $40 either. I totally agree with that.
I paid $80 for a pair of rave jeans. Because I used to go to a lot of raves.
Quiet.
He's
Why the
like
fuck is there a
growling
snowplow out my window? It's not snowing.
Raya, do you have a dog?
Hey! What?
I love dogs. I'm such a dog guy.
This is actually the best part of the show. Bri, could you tell your dog to bark more into the microphone?
Get up here. No barking. Get up here.
Have you always had a dog, or is this a new?
No,
change?
I've had him for about 3 years.
Oh, he hasn't been on the show before. What's the deal?
No, he doesn't.
You finally like us enough to put him on the show?
He lives a very private life. He doesn't want to be on the internet.
Does the dog ever say, ruh, 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 I finally get a home, and the guy wears a mask at night. It's kind of scary. I don't like it.
Well, he doesn't like the mask. It blows on him.
Yeah, I
It
put the
blows-
mask on like a couple weeks ago when I was having really bad anxiety. I thought maybe the mask would help, and my cat freaked the hell out.
On Halloween, you just wear the mask.
Yeah, I am out of shape apnea man. What else? We have questions in the other group too, right?
Yeah, we have the Knicks, and we have actually a couple from the Knicks show that were meant for this.
Okay.
Oh man, I want to hear what you guys have to say about the Knicks.
No, what? Shut up.
You just tell them to shut up.
I didn't have a good comeback. They were from William. They want me to read them?
Just we want that number one draft pick. That's all. Yeah, read them.
How do you guys? Yeah, Knicks. They're depressing. Go on. How do you guys feel about those friends who have kids and are this from William, and are married, and now all they do is talk about their kids and married life, and it's like, OMG, enough about your special ed kid.
I called Facebook Baby Book one day, and like 3 people yelled at me.
Mark, I think you should probably exclude yourself from this.
I do like to talk about my family and kids, but I don't drive you guys crazy with it.
No, Mark.
I didn't mean you do. I just mean because you are married and have kids, you'd be a bad person to give an opinion on this.
Well, Mark,
Yeah, well, you know what? I do kind of agree in the sense of like you should be able to. I guess if I'm hanging out with another dad who has kids, like we talk about, like you end up talking about the kids a lot because it's just like you both have a common interest. But if you're not,
You probably hate the other person, so you're like, let's just talk about our kids.
yeah, you know, it's a lot. You know what it is? A lot of times, it's like another kid my son plays with. I'm like, well, I guess I got to talk to you. So I don't give a shit what you do for a living. Let's just talk about our kids.
all these kids are going to be like, you posted everything I did for the first 5 years of my life on the internet forever.
I was thinking about how bizarre that must be because, like, I mean, obviously cameras have developed, but like when we're kids, you have a handful of pictures and whatever number of pictures of growing up, but you don't have every goddamn day of your life,
Right.
300 pictures.
And they weren't posted for the world to see.
Right. I want to know how many bits of data are out there in the entire world of like choruses and band concerts and stupid softball, like kids softball games that people record and then never watch again.
Ever.
I bet more than 10 bits.
Well, I don't know what's after terabytes or whatever. So
Zettabytes.
But it is kind of like because of like it's just you're right. Most of the stuff will never ever be looked at.
yeah,
And so much time is spent like, let me get the picture. You're like, how about you just enjoy the moment and remember it? Because you're never going to look at these pictures.
I was thinking of you, Bri. I went to a Billy Joel concert a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
And he came
Yeah,
out.
well, everybody was recording.
Every single person in the first like 30 rows was just sitting there with their cell phone recording it.
My dad does this. He'll just take pictures at all family events, just like get the camera in your face, just flash, flash, flash. But we've never ever seen the pictures. We don't think he's ever gotten anything developed because he used a camera. I don't know what like he was over earlier and he starts trying to take pictures of my daughter. I'm like, and she's crying. I'm like, hey, how about you just stop taking pictures? She's crying and you're never gonna look at these damn pictures anyhow. Just stop it already.
My grandmother used to take pictures of, I don't know, like her old-fashioned camera, and like, you know, you push the button, it would take like a half a second to go. Well, she would like push the button and then like put the camera down. So like every picture that she ever took for 30 years has the head cut off because it's like half pointed at the ground.
That
So
was
basically,
like,
she was like, click done, flash.
Yeah, click. Oh, look, there's the ground. So
Well, that-
every picture, she'd send us pictures like for Christmas, like, oh, look, these are the Christmas pictures, and there's like our necks, and that's it.
well, that was
You're
like when we went to spring break, and every picture that our friend Emil took had his thumb in the middle of the
Oh
picture.
yeah.
So pissed.
Well, at least now with the digital cameras where everyone's using the iPhone, you could tell right away if you're doing a thumb.
Yeah.
So that makes it a little better, I guess. But it is like when you hit 20 and you grew up in this era, you're like, oh, what was it like when I was a kid? Well, why don't you go on the internet and you'll see every picture of me
Yeah.
ever. You'll see videos of every day of my birthdays every year and every embarrassing moment I've ever had, and this is wonderful.
And also adults that do this. Did you see that article that came out? They did a study and they showed that men who take a lot of selfies usually have psychopathic tendencies.
I think anybody who would take a lot of selfies has it.
Yeah, it's definitely a disorder.
Yeah, I find
I think I've
selfies.
taken like one selfie in my life.
I
took-
get like selfies only make sense to me if like it's you and someone else and you guys want to get a picture of yourselves at some occasion. Like, okay, if it's two of you, I get it. Like one person's holding it up. Outside that, when people do it just themselves, I find it really weird.
Like, oh, I entered a new room. I'm going to take a selfie. Oh, I'm over here now. I'm going to take a selfie. Look at me. I'm on the train.
I deleted one of my girlfriend's friends because she would post selfies of herself. Like, she would post a selfie of herself, like in a McDonald's bathroom. I was like, why are you doing that?
But it's the same. I find the same, like in the same respect, like on Facebook, people will keep changing their profile picture, and all the profile picture each time is just another like selfie of them.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, you know, the pictures, you kind of look the same age and nothing new has happened to you. Stop changing the picture.
Yeah, I change my profile picture like every 2 years.
Like, there's no real need. We recognize you still.
Yeah. Shh.
Could you Could your dog be? Could you put the headset on your dog? Can we talk about it?
He was barking into the mic. He doesn't like selfies either.
What else we got for Facebook questions?
William writes, "How do you guys feel about those? How does Jay feel when people tell him to grow some balls, let some hair grow on them, and be a man when it comes to dealing with panic attacks? Is this a result of we being a society that gives all kids a trophy so nobody feels down or left out? So, in other words, Jay, is your anxiety attacks?
Pussy?
Are you a pussy? Is that
Wow,
the deal?
that's actually, he was the first person to tell me that.
Oh, now you're cured.
Yeah, just calm down and deal with it. All right,
You're right. I should be a man about this. Fuck this. I don't have anxiety. I'm not gonna die in my sleep. Fuck you, Doc.
I'm going to sleep good tonight. Thanks.
Could you
Will you stop
imagine?
barking? Get away.
I wish that was the Jay. Welcome to the my doctor's office. Can you tell me what's your issue?
I have intense anxiety.
Oh, so I'm gonna check off here where it says patient is a goddamn pussy. Why, Jay? Is there any this anxiety / giant bleeding vagina-ness? Where did it develop from?
I have no idea. That's why I'm here.
Wow.
I was hoping you could help me.
Yeah. Have you thought about maybe taking medication or being a goddamn man?
You know what? I never thought about being a man.
Yeah. I'm board certified from Harvard.
End scene. I like our skits.
Yeah, we need more skits about life. I enjoy them. They're kind of fun. We're adding more skits, Brian. I hope you like that.
Oh, yeah. Skits are fun.
Yeah. Brian, what else do you want to rant about? We have a couple more questions, but you said you had a couple
questions first.
Okay, whatever. Rosario writes, opinions on the iPhone 6 Plus. Is it too big? Heard HD porn on it. Looks amazing.
See, this is the other thing I don't get. Why do people watch video on their little phone?
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand.
Why do people need a phone that big?
The phone is obnoxiously big too.
I seen it. Can you fit that in your pocket?
Or
do you need a special
I don't think
carrier
I've
for
ever
it?
seen it, but I have a pretty big phone too.
I mean, I guess if they re-release Jinko jeans. Remember Jinkos?
Oh, yeah.
I don't. No one in the audience has either. Even the people that worked at Jingle don't remember what the hell you're talking about.
The one 37-year-old raver who's listening is laughing. His ass
I
off
remember
right
what they were.
What are Jinko jeans? They're big hammer pants jeans?
They had like 40-inch cuffs at the bottom.
Oh.
Move on.
You can get a pair of Jinko jeans with the name Brink of Sanity on it if you call in now.
I still have one left in my closet.
Yeah, I just feel like I mean, I get that like people use phones as much for actually making calls and like people like to watch video. I guess if you're on a train or something like that, you might want to watch a video.
Yeah, then you get an iPad.
Yeah.
I guess in what situation do you need the iPhone 6 that big of a screen to watch HD porn? Are you on like Metro North being like, yeah, I could really see her vagina on this one?
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to watch porn on the subway or something like that.
I'm trying to figure out what situation you are watching porn. Like, I guess like you take your phone into the bathroom, but you could also just have an iPad or computer or anything else.
Or wait 2 minutes till you're done.
Yeah.
Or or not have to do that while you're in the bathroom.
I need to watch porn immediately, and it has to be while I shit.
Maybe it's like at work. People are like, hey, the boss is out today. Everyone bring out your phones for HD porn.
It's a casual porn day at the office.
Maybe if you like combine all the phones, it makes like a big TV screen.
Here at Apple, we're trying to figure out what the best thing we should do for the new iPhone, and I think from our market research, people want bigger phones because they want to see their porn more clearly.
You think the guy who invented the camera phone is proud that like all it's used for now is to take naked pictures?
Naked pictures and pictures of lunch.
I mean, do you think that guy is like, yeah, I really help progress society?
Well, I gotta think even more so that the person that invented the internet, you're like, yeah, we have this system, it's connected, I'll share all this information from the entire world. Oh, it's mostly used for porn?
I mean, like, do you
Fingers.
think Apple? You think Apple is proud that like every naked picture of a girl in a mirror has the big Apple logo right on it?
Samsung's fighting for that naked girl market.
Considering it's run by a gay guy now, I mean, do you really think he's happy about that?
I was amazed at how many people actually keep naked pictures of themselves on their phone.
Do you know anyone personally who's told you they keep naked pictures? When you say how many people, like,
Well,
are
when
you
that
talking about
leak
people you
came
actually
out,
know?
it was like a list of pretty much every female celebrity.
Yeah. But that's like do you actually know people that do that?
Nobody said, "Hey Jay, I have a picture of
I
my."
know people that have sent them to me, so I assume they're probably on their phone somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming. I bet half the people I know do it because it seems like it's a really high percentage of people.
What, like, so let's say, would you actually do it?
No, because I know that stuff gets out.
So you meet some girl, you forget the fact that you're in a relationship. Like, you're single, you meet some girl, she sends you a
Pretend
picture.
you're a man, Jay. Come on.
pretend you have actually hair on your balls. Would you do it, or would you have too much anxiety over it, you pussy?
I'm not a real man. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Bri, okay, so Bri, you've had this done to you.
Yes.
So tell us the situation. Who's this girl? Is the girl you're dating and destroying her life, or is it someone else?
No, it's in the past. I've gotten several naked pictures from several young ladies.
Several. I have not had this happen to me. I guess I am not.
This is
that
because
cool.
we entered long-term relationships before it became like the cool thing to do to just send your privates all over the place.
It's true.
I think I entered a long-term relationship before they really, like, the smartphone kind of caught on. It was
Yeah.
before the iPhone. So, Brian, tell us the situation. Describe it.
Boobies.
No, I mean, like, it was a girl you were dating or a girl you kind of just met?
Yeah, it's a girl I met. Everybody likes to send booby shots, so.
No, was it like, hey, what are you doing now? Here are my boobs.
Oh, you mean like
I
did you ask for it?
Yeah, like how did
Not
it come
really.
about?
No. Girl, I honestly didn't really ask for it. They just send it. It's like, hey, I'm just getting out of the shower. Shh. Okay, well, that's nice. I'm eating my breakfast. What do you want from me?
Just getting out of the shower. Send Brian naked picture of myself.
Interesting.
I just said a totally different question. If you went home with you took home a girl and she needed to wear a mask, would that be a deal breaker for you, or would you have found your soulmate?
Does she want to wear mine, or does she have her own?
She has no. She has the same sleep apnea. Let's say she has all the exact same problems as you. She's got
Okay.
sleep apnea. She's got the restless leg syndrome. She has she's 265 pounds.
She sounds like a catch.
Forget the 265. Looks like she's like attractive. Like
Okay.
you're totally into her as far as looks. But she has like she wears a mask. Would that turn you off?
No, why not? I wear one. That would just be.
Be a little hypocritical.
That'd be
I'm
like me
wondering
saying
if
I'm
you're
not going to
hypocrite.
go out with a fat chick because I'm a big fat slob.
Would you go out with a fat chick?
Sure, why not?
Jay?
Depends how fat.
Yeah, it depends how fat. Because I tried, like, in my single days, I was like, you know what? I don't want to be superficial. This girl, like, she had a really cute face, but she was a little overweight. And then I had a moment where I couldn't tell if it was a boob or a roll, and I'm like, and we're done.
Wow, that's awful.
Yeah, it was.
Did she send you pictures so you can have that for life? I don't know if she sent me a picture of her stomach or her boobs. It's hard to tell, really.
It's not because she had like a really pretty face too.
So those girls that sent you those pictures, Brian, you still have them, right?
Probably.
Not that I want you to send me the pictures, but like, those are the girls that are like, I send this to you, and now this guy, who I may never really see too much again, has this picture for life.
Yep.
What if she became like famous? Would you like share that picture? Like she's
Probably,
running for
yeah.
governor?
Yeah, hell yeah.
No qualms whatsoever.
Huh.
Fuck it. She sent it to me.
I'm sure someone else has one too.
I'm preemptively just sending it to everyone at work. So does she? But does any of the girls ever ask for anything back, like a picture of you back?
No.
Do you ever offer and they just say no?
No, I never offered.
Okay.
Did you send it?
No.
Did you ever share those pictures with anyone, or they just like kind of died on your phone?
I don't think I've shown it to anyone. No.
My buddy used to always send me ones that girls sent to him.
It's got to be a really different world being single right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have like apps.
Yeah, like that one I was someone was talking
I
about.
don't even think anyone is single anymore. It's just like, I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe it's because you live in the middle of nowhere, Connecticut, where like everyone is married.
Possibly.
What do you do for like meeting girls there, or are you basically going to marry that girl?
No, I'm not gonna marry her, but I'm not really looking.
You want to think about that?
Is
for a
she
second?
sitting right next to you when you said that?
No, no, but I've told that.
marry
To
her.
her,
Sorry,
I
honey.
told that to her face several times. Today, actually, I told her.
Can we do the scene? Hey, Bri. It's nice to have this kind of relationship we're going out on.
When are you gonna get me a ring? I said, I'm not.
Oh, don't advance the scene, Bri. I'm getting there.
All right, don't
I
do the.
don't
Don't
we
do
have
the
more
voice.
questions.
Hi, Bri. Are you ever gonna make me a real woman, a ring bearing woman?
No,
Are you gonna put a ring on it like that song?
no,
Why not?
because I don't want to.
What if then I might just leave and go out and find someone else?
Okay.
You know, I think you're joking. I'm gonna wait for that ring.
Okay, you wait.
I'm gonna change you because I know I
Oh.
can.
I'm gonna change you. One day you're gonna be a svelte 215, not wearing a mask and be at the altar with me.
That's right.
Do you want to
Keep
have
holding out
babies
hope for
now?
that day. Keep holding out
Do you
hope.
want to have babies? I want to have little mask wearing kids.
I told her I'd marry her, but I'm not moving in with her. That was a deal breaker.
Get married, have separate apartments.
Whose place is nicer?
Hers, probably.
You just stay yours anyway.
Wait, you've never been there?
No, I mean, I have a condo. She has a house and a yard and everything, but
So why are you just moving there for more space?
well, no, her house is small. And she lives like 35 minutes away, and I work 5 minutes from my house, so that'd be like a 40-minute drive every day.
I guess you can move into your place.
I'll stick with what I have, thank you.
Do we have any more questions?
When's the last time you were actually actively trying to meet girls there? In random non-white town, Connecticut.
I don't know. A couple of years ago, a year ago.
What do you do in that town to meet? Like, do you go online, or are there bars where you're picking up divorcees?
The Bridge and Tunnel Club.
They
Yeah,
come.
no, you just go wherever. Online or...
Do we have any more questions?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna explore. I want to explore more of Brian's life.
Stay tuned for the next show.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Okay, Rosario writes, and the latest shooting in France seems to be a common theme: Muslim terrorist acts. What do you think the U.S. should do, if anything?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe the U.S. shouldn't sponsor Muhammad cartoons. I don't know. Rosario writes, did Jay get rid of his panic attacks, or did he die?
He died.
Yeah, it's still here. Still have anxiety, just not as bad as last episode. We'll see, though. I'm taking a 3-week grad school class. So I started on Monday, and on this Tuesday I have my midterm ready, so the anxiety might start again. And then the finals next Friday. So that's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the anxiety might start up very soon. And if I get through that, then 3 more classes start at the same time.
Lucky
Brian, do you wish you were in school full time like Jay? It sounds awesome, doesn't it?
I've been out of school longer than I was actually in school now, so...
Yeah, because Bri thought he was going to be smart and graduate a year early.
How'd that work out for you, Brian?
I don't know.
I don't think
Just wonderful, I suppose.
Brian, how often do you come to the city?
I haven't been in there in a while. I always say I'm going to go, and I never do. I should come soon, though.
Yeah, come to the city.
you should. Yeah,
When I'm not so fat.
I think well.
There's no restrictions. Actually, they now let the fat come in.
Yeah, I would actually like to see you again. So I'm not going to wait for you to lose like 100 pounds.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Brian in person since 2007.
That's a long time.
No, I think it was later. I don't know.
After hanging out for like 500 straight days back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay, Bryce. So I guess we'll see you. We'll do the show in person next week.
Well, I don't know about next week. A couple weeks, maybe.
We have to stay on this because Bryce says a couple weeks, and then it's 2 years down the road.
So before I was asking not to talk about you behind your back or anything, Bri, but like somehow we were just talking about you a little bit, and you were saying how you used to guys hang out all the time, and so Jay said to me, "Yeah, he used to, but then I don't see him anymore." And then he told me the 2007 thing, and I was like, "Wow, yeah, you live in Nowhere, Connecticut. Wouldn't you want to go just hang out in New York because it's more fun?"
Well, I don't really like New York. That's the problem.
What's wrong with New York?
I've mentioned this before, haven't I?
You just say you don't like it.
I just don't like it.
There are at least bars and women to hit on.
Every time I go to New York, it's like Homer Simpson in the episode where they go to New York. And everybody I'm with is like, has the opposite reaction.
Okay, so we're going to keep working on this till you're actually in New York City.
All right, a couple weeks I'll come down.
What do we do next weekend, Bri?
Next weekend, not coming to New York.
Okay.
He's got to prep his girl that he's going to take a trip and not bring her.
That's true. Yeah, I gotta. Maybe 3 weeks.
I overheard Bri talking about a trip to New York. Maybe it's our honeymoon.
Maybe he's going to propose on the trip.
That's right. The last time I saw you was when we went to the one time I went to SantaCon. Was that 2007?
I think so.
Oh, I thought it was later than that.
2007 or 2008?
Time flies when you're on anxiety medication.
True.
What did we learn today, guys?
Well, we're not done, are we?
I thought that was the end of the
You
show.
have more stuff?
Well,
Yeah,
I want to bring up a conspiracy theory.
I would like to hear that.
Go for it, yeah.
Now, I don't know what this means, but I'm just pointing out something that I saw. Those 2 cops that got killed in New York?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure you've heard about it.
You think Obama did it?
You
Well,
think
first of all,
they didn't get shot?
you can't call that execution style. It wasn't execution style. Execution style is when you put the gun up to somebody and shoot them where they have no whatever. So that is a myth right there. There is a pic. You know how that dude posted?
Well,
Like,
do you, by the way, I forgot to ask what you do for a living. Do you write for InfoWars?
I'm Alex Jones. So there's a pic. So you know how that dude posted a bunch of pictures before he did all that, right?
Yeah.
So
Sure.
there's the picture of him, and then there was a picture of the gun, and then there was a picture of him in the subway of his foot. I'm gonna send you an article, okay? So he supposedly took a picture of his foot after he did it and before he killed himself, and posted something like, "Oh, this is my last post," blah blah blah. He's wearing a boot that has no laces and is like wide open. Then there's a picture in the New York Post, I think it's New York Post, of his body on the stretcher as they're bringing him out, and his boots are tied.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what
Dude.
that means.
That's crazy.
I didn't really follow. He took a picture of his boot and it was untied, and then on the stretcher it was tied.
Yeah.
Where did he post the boot picture?
Supposedly it was taken after he.
When you
shot
say, hang
the
on.
guy.
When you say supposedly, like, you don't even know this is really the picture from him, the boot untied one.
Well, they released the picture in all the news articles saying these are his Instagram photos.
Do you find it weird that a crazy killer like just posts on Instagram? I just find it weird
I find it weird that 10 seconds after he shot the guys, there were 30 cops chasing him.
Yeah, I don't know where he. So what is the conspiracy?
Well, I don't know. It's very strange, don't you think?
You think maybe he had boots that can go with or without laces?
Um,
You think basically he was like, gonna kill myself, but I'm gonna lace up first?
how do I?
I get what you're saying. That they're different. Like that wasn't him.
I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Yeah, I got to see these pictures because I'm not totally
I'm-
clear on
I'm
what
gonna-
you're saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess one of these pictures isn't accurate.
Or maybe
Like one of them
he,
is like not the real picture.
well, maybe he was uploading his shoe picture to Instagram and said, "Holy shit, my laces are untied. I'm gonna have to run from 60 cops in a minute."
Maybe he was like, I'm gonna make this really confusing. I'm gonna upload a picture, an old picture of my boots, not the new picture. And one guy out there is gonna solve this crime.
All right. How do I post this now? Let's see. Hang on. I don't know what I'm doing here.
You could do an entire post on Brink of Sanity if you want.
No,
You could turn the entire page into the boot conspiracy.
All right. We got a picture from Bry. NYPD cops shot execution style in Brooklyn.
So which part do you have a bigger problem with? The laces or that they call it execution shot style when that's clearly not the
well,
correct?
they like 10 seconds after they got killed, they're like, "Oh, it's execution style." Execution style is like when you hold somebody down and shoot them against their will. These two guys were sitting in their car. How execution style?
Oh, you mean he had no laces?
Yeah, see that picture?
Yeah.
He had no
there's-
laces in his boot.
Mhm.
Now scroll down to the next one and zoom in on it if you can.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
You're saying they use the right picture.
It's the same shoes.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. Well, it's not that they were not laced up. There was
There's not laces.
literally
There's no laces. Yeah.
laces.
No, I followed that earlier.
No, I didn't.
I just assumed one of the pictures was like not the real picture, or like maybe like you maybe
It was
he did,
posted on Instagram 4 hours ago on this date. Never had a gun on your waist and blood on your shoe. You ain't been through what I've been through. Not like me. I'm not like you. Brooklyn, go hard, Coney Island. That was what he put on Instagram.
cool to give a shout out to Coney Island before like killing himself. Do you think maybe he was using he laced up beforehand? Like maybe it was a reason for him to put the laces in after.
Thinking maybe he didn't shoot him.
Oh. Why did he say the whole blood thing? Like why did what do you think it is?
I don't know. I'm not the answer man. I'm just asking the questions.
If anyone out there can solve this mystery, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible he was framed. He was a patsy. Who knows?
You should start a Facebook group for this.
Well, I googled conspiracy theories on this, and there's quite a bit.
Oh, there's already a lot out there on this.
Yeah.
You
I
have
bet
to be
it
the
would-
first. You gotta be the first to this. You gotta be like make it big, basically going like I was the first one to notice this.
I bet
Well,
it would go
I
over.
thought it was I thought it was strange because I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine who is less cynical, who's actually pretty normal, and we were talking about it, and she goes, "How can a guy shoot two cops sitting in their car execution style, without like the other guy, fighting back or whatever?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that's kind of an interesting point." So I started looking into it, and everything you hear is like, "Oh, it's execution style," but it's all bullshit.
I don't know how it actually went down. My understanding was the guy just walked with the car and just fired at both cops.
Yeah, allegedly.
Maybe like one like your partner or something gets shot and you don't have time to react.
I don't get why, if you're mad at white cops discriminating against black people, you shoot an Asian and a Latino.
Maybe he thought nobody would notice.
They wouldn't notice the race of the two guys he shot.
No, that they were dead. I don't know. But like it even says like within minutes, like right after they were shot, he ran to the subway and there was like 30 cops chasing him. Like, why were there so many cops around?
Because it's probably a bad neighborhood. All those neighborhoods are like there's cops everywhere.
It was Bed-Stuy, which is the worst neighborhood in Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, like those neighborhoods. They're just like if half the population in those neighborhoods are cops.
Oh, they were all working as part of an anti-terrorism drill.
Oh, well, I was talking to someone who's a cop in a bad neighborhood, and he was saying like the only good like if he ever gets to a fight, he knows basically there'll be like 1,000 cops there within like a minute because there's so many plainclothes cops all around him basically at all times. So basically, you basically all the cops basically are in those neighborhoods. Basically, I don't know. So what do they say online? What's the conspiracies online?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't get that far.
I think it would go over really well if you just became an advocate for this guy.
I'm already an advocate for Zarnev, so.
Where's the evidence? So keep posting like, where's the evidence? You should just do that actually for everything online when people post things. They're like, today's the anniversary of Hitler dying. Where's the evidence against Hitler? Where's the evidence? I'm just saying, where is it?
That could be your thing.
Where's the evidence? I don't know. I don't know. The William the Conqueror was a really bad person.
You still there, Bri?
Yeah, I'm just trying to look up something.
Oh,
Sorry.
I thought you were just getting angry.
No,
I don't know.
Like, we don't want to set Bri off.
No, I'm fine.
Like tomorrow, I'll be hung to death by laces, and be like, laces were on, bitch.
No, this isn't Ace Ventura.
That was good. Do we have anything else?
I don't think we have anything. Brian, anything else you want to rant about before we go? Any other conspiracies?
Because I have to start my 45-minute bedtime ritual.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's pretty obvious to anybody.
Wait, hang on. So the Obama that was elected he was wearing a jacket, but the guy I see sometimes is not wearing a jacket. Maybe not the same person.
Bri's gonna murder you now.
You're on my list.
Right,
Brian, what's your other conspiracy?
Well, I mean, there's no chance in hell that Korea was responsible for that hack.
Right.
I mean, we all know that was a Sony inside job.
Yeah.
We kind of did that in last show, but why?
Well,
Because North Korea has no reason to do that, first of all.
probably don't have the capabilities either.
Yeah.
They're like, why can't we hack using DOS?
I mean, I love when they say they're gonna bomb us too. I'm like, you couldn't even reach South Korea. I actually posted something like that, and somebody actually posted an article showing that their missiles do in fact have the capability of reaching South Korea. I'm like, apparently you did not understand sarcasm. I know they could reach a country directly connected to them, but they cannot reach overseas.
There's five North Korean guys throwing it over the border.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to sound bad, but we kind of need a war in our country, on our soil, to kind of get people to be like, yeah, war's stupid.
I think we can come to that conclusion without actually having a mass war here. So I'm against,
I don't think so. I think people
war
really
on
need to
soil.
see what's going on to be like, why the fuck are we we're assholes to everybody. Yeah, maybe we should stop being assholes to everybody.
People seem to love war. I mean,
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Half the comments are
Now everybody wants to go to war with Korea because of that.
Exactly.
I'm going to say I'm against having war on our soil, even if it makes us hypocrites. But I'm against having most wars, so.
I mean, I'm against it, but I agree that that's probably what we need to have people not be idiots about it. It seems like anything that happens, everyone's just like, we should just go over there and bomb the shit out of them.
Obama's a pussy. He didn't bomb him. And then what he did works. It's like, well, he's still a pussy because...
Yeah. Obama's a pussy because he didn't attack Russia.
Do you remember when McCain, when he was running for president, and he did a comedy song where it was like bomb 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 Iran bye bomb.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, yeah, people actually live there that are real. So it's not that funny actually. Let's not pretend going to war is some easy thing we do. We don't nothing. There's no consequences.
Yeah, I really loved your Beach Boys bombing a nation parody, but maybe you should not do that.
Yeah, I mean, I get that it was a clever use of bomb, but I don't know. It's just because it's weird when it comes from a world a guy who's trying to be the leader of the free world.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of tasteless.
Well, it's like all this bullshit with Al Qaeda and ISIS and Al Qaeda Arab Peninsula, whatever it's called. It's like what you were saying before about stirring the hornet's nest. They really don't hate us. They just hate us because we're over there. It's like we're annoying them, so they're gonna fight back and try to fuck with us. Like if we were just like minding our own business, like because they hate each other. They don't really give a shit about us.
Well, I mean, they hate us to a certain extent, but not hate us proactively enough to actually like try to fight a war against us.
Right? Yeah. Like they hate us because we're still over there.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Like they've been fighting civil wars in the Middle East for like a million years. Like why do we think we're gonna walk in and be like, oh, I know how to solve this. This is all we have to do. Like I think people have tried to figure out how to do it and it hasn't worked.
Yeah, people have been trying to figure that out for centuries.
Yeah.
Bro, maybe you should come up with a website where you talk about this issue with the shoelace thing.
Maybe I'll just run for president.
Yeah, yeah. If you elect me, I will end all war and figure out the lace issue. And make sure everyone understands what execution style really means.
By example.
I agree, bro. I agree wholeheartedly. We should stop getting into meddling in other people's affairs.
All right. Finally, we agree on something.
I don't think we disagree on a lot of stuff, do we?
No, probably not. We just go about our ways differently.
What did we learn today, Jay?
What we didn't learn is who's crazier, me or Bry. Did we learn that?
I think we did.
Yeah, Bry's crazier.
We kind of learned who had a worse bedtime routine.
Yeah, we did.
Holy crapola.
Sure, we got to hurry it up and end it so I could get in bed by 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
Jesus
seriously. Yeah, we learned that we were both a complete mess.
I felt just sad listening to your routines.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No. Last week we were like, ha ha, fun. Mostly me, not Jay. But this week I'm just like, oh God, this is awful.
The sad thing is, after all that, neither of us actually sleep very well.
Mm.
But,
Yeah, it'd be better if like you're like, yeah, but I get 8 wonderful hours and I wake up the next day feeling like a goddamn daisy.
Yeah, not so much.
No.
Mm-mm.
You're like, I get 3 kind of hours of sleep, non-consecutive. It's wonderful. God damn it.
What else did we learn? We learned that they're... I don't even know what else we talked about.
We learned that Brian's a dog.
We did. And we learned that Bry's not getting married and that he might come to New York, but he's probably lying.
Oh, I'm not lying.
Just not sincere?
I just won't see it through.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now you're being honest.
Yeah.
We learned that the show had a lot of seriousness to it this week.
Yeah, this was a depressing show.
This was like the most depressing, serious show we've had.
This is like a Knicks cast. This is so depressing.
Yeah.
No, our Knicks cast from last night was kind of like light and like funny.
Well, that's just because they traded JR and we hate him.
Not to get off topic, but I read before the show started Kevin Love's not going to re-sign with the Cavaliers. That was a nice experiment that they did.
Oh, that would be amazing if he didn't.
Oh my God, that'd be so
It'd be great if they missed the playoffs so that he still never plays in a playoff game.
I hope they miss the playoffs and then he goes to LA and then they miss the playoffs.
What do Kevin Love and I have in common? Same amount of playoff wins.
And appearances.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant, games.
And the other night when the Cavs played, Ryan and Kevin Love played the same amount of defense.
All right. So thank you for listening, everybody. You could
If
follow
you haven't
us.
jumped off a bridge, listen to the next show.
Yes. We'll do it again soon. We're going to start doing it more regularly because with school I have no social life. So I have nothing better to do than to sit here and talk.
I have kids, so yeah, same deal.
I'm fat, so I just sit around too.
There we go. So we'll be doing shows more often. Brink of Sanity 3 on Twitter, and the Brink of Sanity.
Part 1 and Part 2 are amazing, though.
thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com is our email, and brinkofsanityshow.com is our website. So thank you, and we will be back sometime in the next week or two.
If we don't die from lack of sleep.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Happy trails to da-dee-da.
Bye, bye, love. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, shit.
It's all over. Goodbye. It's time to go. This is the end. Say goodbye. You better go away.
I'm gonna leave you.
It's the end. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just leave me alone.
Feels so good to say goodbye.
I'm sick and tired and I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, girl.
Goodbye, 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 everybody.
I'm such a mess. I forgot to talk about how I have reading glasses now.
Oh,
3 years after getting.
I have them even in my notes that I want to talk about your LASIK, but I never got to it.
Yeah, well, that'll be next week.
Yeah, we got to have more problems for you. Each week you